Hey guys, how we doing? And welcome back to Lease Lot Cars. Hang on a minute. Oh, needed some coffee. Yeah, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. So today I'm going to be building a little car park. And this sort of goes back to a layout I had a few years ago where I had the dog house and in front of that was a car park. And I'm going to look to sort of replicate that with a few changes. So I'm going to be building a car park. The other thing, good news, is that this year, I don't care what happens, I'm going to Slotfest. And I bought my tickets. And nothing's going to stop me going this year. I've missed the last few years because my health hasn't been great. Some of you know my story. But I'm doing really well now. And can I say, next week is my birthday. No, when does this video go out? All right, a couple of weeks ago it was my birthday. And the day before that was 5 years in remission. Now, my consultant said my treatment will buy me 5 years. I have hit the 5 years. So every day from now on is a bonus. Enjoy life. Banish negativity from your life. I sound like a guru. I'm not. I'm a slot fan. So let's crack on with this build. So I'm working on this section today. So we've got all this bit done. I'm going to leave buildings for another time. I can probably get another 1, 2, maybe 3 in there at some point. But this is going to be the car park. And what I've done, I've made a bit of a head start. I've put the dog house in, just there. The little phone box in there. And that's all wired up, so the lights are working. Now, I was going to mask this off and paint white lines for the cars, because this is, I can't remember if I said this is going to be a car park. But actually I've stuck masking tape on it. It actually looks fine. I might run a thin layer of white over the top of it. So what I'm going to do is mark out 1, 2, 3 parking spaces there. And I'll probably do the same. Well, no, that's going to be the entrance, so there'll be lines coming down here, entrance and exit. You can probably get a couple up there, I don't know. We'll work it out as I go along. So, literally, I've cut strips of masking tape to do this. I might decide to mask it off and paint it, but let's see how it all works out. That looks okay. I think I'll stick with that. They're a little bit wonky, but the guy that was doing the marking had had a couple of drinks, so lucky bugger. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a border just along here. So I'm waiting for the hot glue to warm up, and then we'll get that stuck in place. And then, well, we've got a parking space here for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars, which is quite good. So while the hot glue's warming up, I'm going to think about the entrance. Now what I plan to do is put like a fence going across here, and then maybe a fence coming out here a little bit, and then a height barrier with car park written on it, something like that. And then what else? I don't know. I've got to continue this footpath because I sort of let it all stop here, the continuation from over there. So all this will need repainting and the crazy paving doing again. And I think I can just loop round and meet up with the edge of the verge there, I think. Yeah. I don't know. I need a coffee and some thinking time, really. Anyway, let's get this piece stuck down. So these are some of the fences that I found in the box, and when I did my last car park, and it's got like a car park notice board there and a few other bits. So rather than reinventing the wheel, I'm going to use these. So well, let's go over there and I'll show you what I plan to do. So I think what I'll do is stick these to the back like that really needs to be over here, doesn't it? Probably like that. So you've got 1, 2, 3, and yeah, okay. So stick all those there. These sections here I need to cut down because they can go, I don't know where, maybe not on that side, maybe just, yeah, I think we'll just have one just here. So, okay, I'm going to get this bit fixed first, and then I need to have a think about where I use these. I'm just hot gluing these on, it's easier than messing about with super glue. And a couple more. Okay, pop that one down, and I just need to touch up the paint a little bit, but I think it'll look okay. And then we'll put the last one, yeah, last one can go there. Just going to pop some more glue on. Okay, all right, that works. So I think I'll just use one of these and I'll put it in line with this post here. So I'll pop it round about there, and then from there I can build a height barrier. So it might be a bit rustic, or I could do a chrome one. Don't know. So let's glue this one in place. Hot glue yet again. Okay, that looks quite cool. So right, let's get back over to the bench and I'll play around with some ideas for this height barrier. So I think for the height barrier, I've got a few of these in my magnetic racing offcuts box. I need to just trim it down. So what I'm going to do is use these for the supports, and then just cut a bit off this old sprue along here, trim it all up, and then that can be the crossbar. So this is some of the thicker stuff, so it's not as easy to cut. So using an old standing knife blade, not my good new one. That's one. I just need to quickly see how long this needs to be. So we're looking at, I would say, roughly 18 centimetres. So we'll cut just here, now just to trim these lugs off after. That. Shite. Okay. So there. So it's going to be really simple. It's literally going to be like this, and then I'm going to paint it. I think I'm going to paint it silver. It'll contrast with the rest of it, but I think it'll look okay. So I'm just going to tidy this bit up, file it down, cut these bits off, and we'll come back. I'll get these two side bits stuck on. Right, I've measured these up, and just going to pop a bit of super glue on these. And glue the two side supports in place. And the other one, so they are glue. I'm just going to get it dry properly before I do anything else with them, because what I'm going to do is paint them silver and stick it in place. How does that look? I think it'll look alright. And then I'll need to get a car park sign stuck on there, so I'll have to have a little trawl through to see if I can find a graphic or an image that I can cut out and stick on there. So I'm going to give it a coat of white paint first, and then I'm going to go and do a silver. So I'm not going to film that. When I come back, this will be all painted. Right, it's had a coat of white and it's had a couple of coats of silver on top. It's quite a good paint, this. It's from Hobbycraft. Acrylic silver paint. It's actually pretty good. It needs a couple of coats and it needs a base coat, but it's not too bad. So right, let's see what this looks like on the layout. I'm not going to glue it down yet because it's still not quite dry, but we'll get an idea. There it is, glued in place. I think that looks pretty cool. I just need to get some signs to put on top of it. We've got the fence at the back, and we've got the car park notice board, a few parking spaces. So I think what I will do with this, because it needs to work, because there's nowhere for the cars to come on, so this is going to be a turn off the road. So I'm going to put like a road marking. This will be buildings. I'm going to change the colour of the paint. So this will be a road coming around here. Probably put a couple of white dotted lines in the middle, leading into the car park. And then this will all be, in fact, I'll probably barrier this off. That's a good idea. I'll barrier that off so the cars can come off. They'll have to jump over that bit there. But there you go, artistic license and all that. So right, this is coming together nicely. Just need to, right, let's sort out a little barrier for the road. That's better. It just needs painting at some point, but I'm not going to do it now. I could put something on top of it. I might even put a bit of mesh on top, I don't know. One thing I would like to mention, you wouldn't catch me parking my car in this car park, because they're a little bit close together, aren't they? There's a good chance you could get some seriously damaged paintwork from the door, especially if you've got the gold wings as well. Anyway, that's not really the issue. The point is, it's a car park and it's taking shape nicely, and the lights do work. I'll flick them on in a minute. I'm just going to do a few finishing touches with some decoration around here, because I think, oh no, we'll keep that road, because otherwise that car won't be able to get out. Maybe a little footpath going around, don't know. A few finishing touches to do. Still working on the car park sign. Right, I've printed off some signs. I've done different sizes just in case, but I think this middle one is going to be about right. A couple of parking meters, but I think scale wise I think it's too big, but that will do. It's just for visual impact, isn't it? So I'm going to get these cut out and then get the sign put in. Then I'm going to make a car park ticket machine. I think that sign looks really good now. I mean, it's really simple, but I like it. I like it a lot. Right, I've reduced one of the car parking spaces here because they were too close together. So we've got 3 now instead of 4, and that's a little bit more like it. I'd feel a bit happier parking my car there if I had a McLaren. So hot glue is warming up. I'm just going to put the paint and display machine in there, and then well, I'd say the car park's nearly done. So let's get that stuck on. There you go, parking meter is now in place next to the notice board. Yeah, I like this. Right, the one thing that is really standing out every time I point a camera at this is this back wall. So just to finish off this build, all the way down there, it's where I had the elevation on the last layout. So I'm going to try and match this paint, which is going to be tricky, but I think I only used black and white, if I remember. I don't think I put anything else in it, so I'm going to try and get a match for that, get all that painted. Oh, that means I've got to paint all them, draw in all them blocks as well, so this is going to take a long time. I'm not going to film any of it, but I'm going to do it, and then when it's done we'll have the final shot. I've now painted the back wall. It's quite hard to get the colour match, so it was pretty close, but I've just sort of blended it up a little bit, and it'll do. I've got to draw all the blocks in, which is going to be very time consuming, and right down the bottom there I'm going to stick a whole load of advertising decals that I have cut out a whole load of. So yeah, I've got to go along, stick all of these on, paint the block work, then we're done. So I've put all the decals on. That took quite a long time to do. I've just got that little bit around the side there to finish off, but I think for the purpose of the car park build, we are about there, and it is done, and I'm really pleased with it. You've got a few, that guy there looks a bit like Donald Trump going off to his Porsche. There is a light in the doghouse, but it's a bit bright in here at the minute, so you probably can't see it, but I've still got a few bits to do. I've got to put all the block work on that back wall, but that I can just do. It's not of any interest to anybody. So there you go. The doghouse car park is complete. I don't know, this might have been quite a long video, but I hope you enjoyed it, guys, and if you have, click like, click subscribe if you haven't, and we see you all next time. In the meantime, you all take care, my friends. Bye bye.